Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's song is Desperado by the Eagles. This one's in the key of G major, so we have 1 sharp, which is F sharp. So I've done the proper intro, which is always beautiful to play, as well as the chord progression so you can sing along. So I'll start with the intro in the right hand. So we're in a G chord position, but I want you to use your 1, 2, and 4. So we need B, D, B. Now keep the B, add the E, and hit your 2 and 5. Then D, B, G. So all that's within that one position. Then cross over with your 2. And now we're using the same things, but we're in a C major position. Play E, G, E. Now slide in, make E flat, so that would be an accidental, and A. Hit your G with your 4. Drop down an octave with your 1. Now, we're now in the same position with your 1, 2, and 4 on a G chord, just like we were up there. Now we need to play. Hit your 1, which is your G, B, D, B, G and E, 1 and 5, D, B, G. So still no moving with your hands. 2 on your B, A, cross with your 2 to G, and then slide in to F sharp and A. We're going to hold that for 8. Okay, I'll try and show you again. So we have B, D, B, B and E, D, B, G, crossing over with our 2. E, G, E, slide into E flat and A. G, drop down an octave with your 1. B, D, B, G and E, D, B, G, B, A, cross over with your 2 to G, slide into F sharp and A. Now we all know the rhythm. I'm not going to write rhythm out on this one. Everyone knows the rhythm of this song. So we have left hand, mostly just 2 notes at a time. So we have G and D. Now what I'll do is I'll put it together slowly. So G and D hits with your B. Hold it down. Now, when you do your B and E, you're going to keep the G on the bottom, open your thumb to F, which creates a G7, hit it together, hold it down whilst you unfold your D, B, G. Now, when you come into your C root, you're coming to a C5. So C and G in this hand, hit it with your E, hold it down. Slide into your E flat and A, hit this again. It's a beautiful chord. Hit G, G. Move now to G and D just like you had before, but it's an octave down now. Now, B, D, B, G and E. Now, keep the thumb on D and open this up to E. So we have an E7 on your left. D, B, G. Now, slide into A and C sharp. Hit it with your B. A, G. When you slide into your F sharp and A, open your hand up to a D7. So D and C. Hold it for 8 counts. Okay, I'll go again. I won't talk this time. I'll just follow the progression. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'll play that to speed. As always, any questions, just send me a message. I'll always answer. Okay, so there's the intro. Now, from here on, it's in 2-2 this song, so we're basically just counting to 2. So what I want you to think about is, I want you to stick to the same rhythm throughout. So unless the bar is marked with 2 chords, which will be a quarter each, because we have 2 quarters in this, because we're counting to 2, I want you to think about, I'll just show you the first chord G, which is G, B, and D. It'll be 1, 2, and. So it gives it that extra beat in the left hand. I'll show you again. 1, 2, and. So I want you to play all of the chords that you can see on the screen the same way, except for the ones that are marked as quarters. So there'll just be a straight 1, 2 for that bar. I'll explain as I go along anyway. So we have G major, G, B and D. I'm going to put the left straight away. G octave. As always, if you can't reach an octave, just use the lower note to give it that bass sound. So we have G root with G. 1, 2 and. Now we need to add a 7. So a 7 is a whole step down from the tonic. So we have now the G chord as well as F to give it some depth. Same timing. Now C second. So instead of playing a root of C, we're going to go G, C and E, move to C. Now C minor 6. So you're not really moving. You're going to add the A, which is the 6th, and you're going to make E flat. So keep these other two centered. Keep the C. Beautiful chord. Back to G. So it's quite sort of, it stays around the center here. I've made it inversions so it makes it a bit easier to play. So G root. Now E minor first, it's relative. Put your pinky up to E and move to E. A7 now, we've got an accidental of C sharp. So the E flat was an accidental as well. The only black note throughout the whole song is F sharp. So A7, keep the G, add the A and change this middle note to C sharp. So we've got the A chord here and the 7. And move to A. Now we're going to do a D, but we're going to do a first inversion for ease of playing. So slide in F sharp, A and D. Now you can add the 7 if you like, which is C, and move your left to D. Now slide back to G. This time we're going to do a G sus4. So instead of using B, we play the C, keep the G. C second. So you're moving this one up to E. Left hand back to C. C minor 6 again. Now here we are, quarters. G root with G. Now B7. So we need A, D sharp, F sharp, over D sharp. Beautiful chord. Then full onto an E minor second. B, E and G over an E octave. So the only bar that has the 2 quarters is that G to the B7. Then this next E minor is a whole bar. Now A7 again like you had before. And then the D first with the 7 like you had before. Now there is a lead into the chorus, which will be your G as a quarter, D first over F sharp. Now you can really hear that's leading into another section, which is of course the chorus. But I need to play that verse to speed. Lovely progression. It'll be a bit tricky if you're a beginner, but basically you've got the notes, you've got the timing, so just take it slowly, just get the movement in your hands first and then do your 1, 2 and for make it fit. You could just hold it for 2 if you want, but I'm just making it sound so sort of like it's like a little bit like a guitar. Now, chorus. E minor first, G, B and E over E. Keep the same timing. Now, for ease of movement, we're going to do a B minor second. So keep the B, slide into F sharp, and then add D at the top. Move this to B. Which makes it easier to fall to a C second, which is your G, C, E like before. Now we're at the bar with 2 quarters. G, D first over F sharp. Back to an E minor first. Now here you'll see a first time section. C second. G root, D first over D, not F sharp. Now, repeat between. You're coming back to the E minor first, the B minor second, the C second, the G, the D over F sharp, the E minor. Now here, you'll see the second time bar, A7. Remember the C sharp, move to A. Now, instead of another A7, it's A minor. So we have A, C, and E. So this gets cancelled. Still keep the A. Move into a D first. And that's the end of the chorus, which leads you back to the verse again. So I'll play that to speed. And you'll hear in the music it sort of slows up there as well. So, but just get the chords first. Any questions, just send me a message. Now from here, they're basically the two sections. So you now repeat the verse, no changes. You repeat the chorus, no changes. Then from there, you do repeat the verse, but only up to where you can see the marking that I've put, the asterisks. Okay, so you're going to stop there and then you're going to continue the verse with the section I'm about to show you. So I'll say it again. So we've done the intro, we've done the verse, we've done the chorus. You repeat the verse, you repeat the chorus, then you repeat the verse again only up to where I've put the asterisks, and then do the section I'm about to give you. So we're doing end of this verse. So we have G again, the G7 again, the C second again, the C minor 6 again, then we've got the G, the D over F sharp as the quarters. Then we've got the E minor. Now you can go root if you want, give it a bit of change. Then the C second. Then the A minor. Now, 1 G, 1 B, 7 again over D sharp. Now when you get to E minor, I need you to hold it for 5 counts. It does slow up. Then go to A minor, A, C, E, so make sure this isn't sharp. Hold it for 8. Then what happens? You go back to the intro, but I'll play this bit to speed first. So what I might do is play from the beginning of this verse so you can follow on screen. Okay, from here, you're going to repeat the intro, also up to the asterisks. So you're going to play this part. Slide in, so you've got this section still. And then G, A, G and B over G. So basically up to the G, and then play G, A, and land on G and B with G. So I'll play the outro to speed. Now I added the D there. You can use just G or add D, that's fine, it's a 5th. So yeah, that's the song. It's beautiful. So definitely worth a shot. Now, any questions, as always, send a message, especially if it comes to timing or positioning. Have fun with it, most of all. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the lovely comments. And I'll see you next week. Ciao.